whole concept of love is incredibly subjective, and it really adapts to each person and their emotional needs and preference. So feel free to disagree with any of these, or to feel like maybe there are certain signs that I skipped. That's fine. Still, I'm going to share with you the ones that for me are the biggest and most important signs that it is real love. Hi, I'm Paula, the girl that sits here every Tuesday to just talk about things that happen to all of us but that we don't really talk about enough. And today I wanted to talk about real love because I'm a hopeless romantic and I feel like real love actually exists in so many ways. And for that, it's important to clarify that today I'm going to talk about just romantic love. So I feel like romantic love exists, but it's not the fairy tale they sell us. It's obviously not perfect, and it's not something that's always rose-colored and incredibly beautiful. It has its ups and downs, and there are moments in which you are going to feel bad, but overall, I feel like what defines true love in a romantic way is when you can feel at home. Because the world is actually so hard, and it can be very cruel. And just finding someone that feels like a safe space, like someone that you can be vulnerable and weird with and just incredibly comfortable and as real as you are when you are home, that's where I think you can find true love. So when you have that comfort of just being your true naked self, and naked not just physically but like on an emotional level naked with someone, plus all the beautiful things that come with being loved properly, that's where you have it. There you have true love. And I know it's so much more complex than that, but you get what I mean. So here are the signs that for me indicate that you are with the right person and that what you are experiencing, it's actually true healthy love. The first sign is that you don't have this feeling that there are parts of yourself that you need to be constantly hiding or faking in order to feel actually and truly loved and appreciated. And maybe it sounds obvious, but it happens many times that we just want to be the best versions of ourselves for our partner or partners, and we just end up settling for them loving a version of ourselves that it's not real. And do you actually want to be with someone that doesn't know the bad parts of yourself? Like, at some point you are going to have to show them, and it's real love when they still love even those bad parts. So stop gaslighting yourself into thinking that you are a flawed person, and for that then it's okay to just fake to be someone you are not, because everybody is flawed, everybody makes mistakes, everybody has things they are embarrassed of. And if we were meant to be perfect to be loved, then literally nobody of us will be loved, and we also wouldn't fall in love with anybody, because I know it's cliche, but actually nobody is perfect. So make sure that you are with a person that doesn't only love your good parts and that actually loves you as a whole. Someone that you can be vulnerable with, and someone that you can show your ugly parts and they will still love them in the way they deserve to be loved. The next sign is that you have this feeling and reassurance that your relationship and your place in it are safe even during conflicts. Listen, conflicts inside any type of relationship, not just romantic, are normal. And it's fine, we are different people, we disagree sometimes. There are also moments in which we do things that hurt other people without us knowing, and that's fine, it's okay, we all make mistakes, but they should not be a reason why you feel like the relationship is going to end, unless it's something major, like, I don't know, your partner cheating or them being abusive in any type of way. In a mature and strong relationships, conflicts should be seen as simply the result of natural disagreements that happen because we are different people that experience life in a different way, and it's okay to disagree sometimes. It should not be a matter of concern, especially because you know that those disagreements are solved with communication, and is not that big of a deal. I feel that as we grow up, choosing a partner stops relying only on the people you randomly happen to have a crush on, and then you think that they're the love of your life, and that just because you think they are attractive, then they should be your partner, and starts becoming more of a conscious decision. Part of what comes with adulthood is just having this ability to realize which people are worth having in your life and which people are not, especially when it comes to choosing a partner or multiple partners or whatever you like. The point here is don't settle for someone just because you have a crush on them if they can't build with you a relationship that it's worth working for. Make sure that you choose a partner who knows how to face conflict in a mature and healthy way, and who uses communication as the tool to just solve whatever problem that comes. And also make sure that you are mature enough to solve conflicts with communication and to be someone that realizes that conflict, it's okay and it's normal and it happens and it's not a reason of why the relationship should end. The next sign is that the individual boundaries of every person involved in the relationship, as well as those boundaries that come as the result of mutual agreements of what is tolerated and not inside the relationship, are respected. And do I even need to explain why this is an important sign? If your boundaries or the boundaries that you settle for the relationship are not respected, leave. It's not worth staying in a relationship when something as basic as respecting boundaries is not done. And obviously, make sure that you also respect your partner's boundaries. And this is not something that either of you have to do blindly. If at some point any of the boundaries make either of you feel uncomfortable, it's definitely something that should be worked through communication so that you can figure out a way for everyone to feel comfortable and okay inside the relationship. The next sign is that apologies are shown as a change in behavior and not just a bunch of I'm sorries. We all fuck up, we all make mistakes, that's fine. It's not fair for you to expect from your partner or from your partner to expect from you to always be perfect and always do the right thing. What matters is that once you know that you fucked up or that whatever you said or did hurt the other person, you make a change and make sure that it doesn't happen again. And remember that a mistake is when someone does or says something without being aware that it was going to hurt someone else. And that's fine, we all make those mistakes and we all deserve a second chance. But if someone does something knowing that it was going to hurt you or someone else and they chose to do it anyways, that was intentional and that was not a mistake. They did it on purpose and they knew the consequence it would have. So in that case, it's up to you to decide if that person deserves another chance or not, knowing that what they did was intentional. So for example, let's say that your partner makes a joke that actually makes you feel uncomfortable, but they didn't know it was about a topic that made you uncomfortable. That's fine. They didn't know. It was not intentional. They made a mistake and it's fine, You just tell them that it made you uncomfortable so that they don't do it again, and problem solved. But let's say if your partner cheats, how come that can be a mistake? Like, they know what cheating is, they know they're hurting you, they know the consequence that would have. That is not a mistake. That was fully intentional. So, do you really think it's worth giving second chances in that case? That's up to you. The next sign is that you respect and encourage each other to live your lives as individuals. Listen, a relationship, it's not a jail, and just because you have a partner or many partners doesn't mean that you have to give up on the things that you used to do or enjoyed doing when you were single. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that now you have to do exclusively couple things. Love should be seen as a beautiful addition to the great life you had before you met that person, and not as a reason of why you should just give up on all the things that you enjoy doing by yourself. And obviously it's okay if you want to share those things with your partner as well. If that's something you feel like doing, go for it. But don't settle for a relationship in which you have to give up to a part of your life that you enjoy just to be able to be with that person. And just as a disclaimer, that doesn't mean that it's okay to cheat just because you enjoyed making out with multiple people when you were single. You can still go out with your friends and drink and go to parties without your partner and respect the boundaries of your relationship. And the last sign is that when things get hard, leaving is not the first option that comes to your mind. I feel like Sigmund Bauman was so right when he wrote Liquid Love, which, if by the way, if you haven't read, I highly encourage you to, if modern love is something you're interested in, because now it's so normalized to leave people when things get hard, or to don't even try just because you're scared that at some point in the future it might not be as easy or perfect. It's becoming incredibly common for us to think that we can just scroll and there will be something better waiting for us, as if life was TikTok, or that we can just swipe on people as if dating was fucking Tinder. But the truth is that it will never be perfect, and inside a relationship there will always be obstacles, because that's just how life is. But you can solve them with your partner. You don't have to walk away or not even try just because it doesn't feel perfect. So if you're in a relationship and feelings are solid enough not to contemplate breakup as the immediate solution, and you know it's not just because of your attachment, but because you actually want to be with this person, that's a sign it's true love. Remember that too good to be true is bullshit. Don't let people manipulate you into settling for less than you deserve, because you deserve great things. You deserve fantastic things. It's time for you to start believing it. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. I send you a massive hug. Remember that you are not alone, and see you next week.